So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Michelle Levine and I'm the CEO here at Roy Morgan. So welcome to Tonic House. This is the home of Roy Morgan, and welcome to the 11th Annual Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Awards. Let me begin today though by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land that we're meeting on today. That's the people of the Kulin Nation, and pay my respects, and on your behalf your respects, to their elders and their elders past and present and emerging, and in fact pay our respects to all First Nations people. Let me just begin by saying this is Roy Morgan and his assistant June Kent. In 1941, our founder, that's Roy Morgan, the man whose name was given to the company, set out to measure public opinion. He said when we asked him that we needed to accurately and faithfully record and report what Australians felt about the issues of the day. And he said that was important so that journalists and politicians couldn't claim to speak for the people. Pretty prescient, really, if you think about the situation we have today. And today at Roy Morgan, we continue with Roy's mission, giving people a voice, and of course, giving your customers a voice. But I think Roy would probably, in many ways, struggle to understand the world of today. For example, Uber is really a technology platform. It doesn't own any cars, and yet it's the biggest passenger transport company in the world. Airbnb doesn't own any properties, but it's the biggest accommodation company in the world. And Tesla started making electric vehicles the same year that Apple released the first iPhone. And it's now more valuable than Toyota, Mercedes, BMW, Volkswagen, Ford and GM combined. It's a really different world. I think, though, what Roy might find troubling is that information's now available about virtually every activity that customers do, every transaction on the planet. Big data means that we, all of us and our customers, are more tracked, more followed, more analysed and targeted than ever before. But I'm sure he'd agree with me that none of these revolutionary transformations have led to a better understanding of our needs and desires as humans. And that's where we at Roy Morgan sort of lay our claim and keep thinking about what is our job. Simultaneously, corporations at the moment are viewed as decreasingly believable, increasingly self-interested, and we're really in the midst of an explosion of distrust. So the future of any business relies on its sustainability, and the future of any business relies on trust. And that begins with the sacred social contract that you have with your customers, or any of us have with our customers. And that's what we at Roy Morgan measure every day, the human connection with a trusted business. So these awards, the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Awards, honour Australian businesses who deliver continuously on their social contract with every customer. Roy would have been proud of everyone in this room. Tonight, we have more than 280 companies competing in 40 categories. They're not all here taking awards. We'd be here all night for the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Awards. So while we at Roy Morgan collect and collate the data, the judging panel is really made up of your customers, many thousands of them, giving their honest, unvarnished opinions of you. And that's what makes these awards so meaningful and highly valued. It's not what I think, it's not what we think, it's what your customers think. So Roy Morgan's Customer Satisfaction Awards are really the gold standard in identifying those companies and brands that stay ahead of the pack by knowing what their customers want and delivering it consistently and better than the competition. Now, some of the most highly satisfied customers, what we find consistently, are customers of niche brands. Often, if you're a really small company, you're able to offer something special for a special niche and they just love it. It's often much, much harder if you have a big, broad customer base, different kinds of people with different kinds of needs. So in some of these areas, rather than have tiny companies winning absolutely every award, we've actually created some major awards. So there are awards for companies like the major bank as opposed to all banks. So that's the way that we've tried to deal with that, to be a little bit of a level playing field. So the data that underpins this, some of you know, some of you may not know, comes from real people telling us how they feel about the brands and companies they interact with. So it's a survey. We are Roy Morgan after all. And we do this by our single source survey. And we interview something like 60,000 people each year across the nation. And this study provides a really accurate, independent and objective measure of how people feel about the companies that they give their business to. We ask respondents to tell us which brands or companies they deal with across these 40 categories. And then if they deal with a company, they're in and they can be asked how satisfied they are. And then each month, as the year unfolds, we calculate the monthly winners, and the winner of the year is the one that wins the most months. Simple. Got it? Pretty simple. Being a winner means that your customers think you're terrific, and, you know, it's a kind of really important and worthy thing, but it also just means that you've just earned yourselves bragging rights for at least a year. So, you know, you can see how some people have actually used their bragging rights. And whether it's about incorporating your Customer Satisfaction Award badge into your marketing collateral or your website, or displaying it on your business premises, or writing it in the sky, you know, do what you will with it. It can be great fun, it can be great value, and we'll support you all the way. And of course, the other thing that's really important is back in the headquarters or office or your people, wherever they may be. It's really important for them to know that they've contributed to winning a Customer Satisfaction Award. And of course, the media loves a good customer satisfaction story. They also love a bad customer satisfaction story. But when we provide them with good satisfaction stories, it means that they can actually do some advertising for you. And that can inspire readers to become new customers. So why do we measure customer satisfaction? Well, I think I'm probably preaching to the converted here, but there was a time when there weren't that many converted, and I've been at Roy Morgan for, as I told some people, 40 years. Before that, people didn't worry too much about customer satisfaction. In fact, banks told me they had no customers, they only had accounts. So go and measure accounts, Michelle, we don't have customers. But customer satisfaction really is important. It today impacts the KPIs that the C-suite monitor. Revenue growth, customer satisfaction impacts revenue growth, customer lifetime value, churn rates. Crucially, a satisfied customer is more likely to remain loyal, reducing churn and acquisition costs, and of course increasing profitability. And positive customer satisfaction serves as a competitive differentiator. In markets with near identical product offerings, the customer experience can actually set one brand or company apart from the others. And finally, satisfied customers are much more likely to become brand advocates and tell other people about the good experience that they've had. That's the best form of advertising. So let's dive in. The order of events from now is simple. Now that I've got you seated, that was just the hard part. The easy bit is now. When you hear your company announced, come forward to accept the award on behalf of your whole team. We'll get a quick photo in front of this, make for nice photos. You're welcome to say a few words, but not too many. We don't have 280 awards, but we have quite a few, but we'd love to hear from you, but we need to keep things moving. And then following the presentations, essentially we'll head up to the rooftop for a celebration cocktail party, and that's where we'll announce the big award for the night, the overall winner, best of the best. So let's get started. If we look at the range of industries, these are the range of satisfactions across all of the different industries, and we're always surprised by the depth of that field. Some categories manage to get average customer satisfactions over 90%. That's things like liquor stores. Wonder why that is. And mobile phone handsets, for example. While others really struggle and they're way below 70%. So that, for instance, with retail superannuation funds, that's a hard gig. 60% of people satisfied. So in those areas, you know, you've got a difference of almost everyone satisfied, down to a retail super fund, which for some is a grudge purchase, where you're working much harder. But this is important to see the relativities across the different categories, and you'll be competing or comparing yourselves against those in your category. But given the changing landscape of the world, it's pretty important to see where you fit across categories as well. So now we really will get started, and we start with cars. Before I get to the award, it's really interesting to note Roy Morgan data reveals a healthy automotive industry, car sales intention increasing. Just look at how much that intention's grown since COVID. It's extraordinary. And the idea of customers waiting for months for their new cars to be delivered is slowly improving. It's also interesting to look at the intention and the dramatic increase in intention to buy an EV, electrical vehicle. As I mentioned Tesla earlier, if we look here, Tesla's the red line, the blue line is just any electric vehicle. So of all those people intending to buy an electric vehicle, EV, 67% are intending Tesla. They've kind of made it. So, to our first award of the year, Car Manufacturer of the Year. This year's winner was a standout with a remarkable 12 consecutive monthly wins. So, you ready for it? The Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Car Manufacturer of the Year goes to Skoda.
I'd like to thank all our customers, our dealerships, our after-sales service, warranty teams, financing. A lot goes into vehicle ownership, and everything from pre-sales, sales to ownership to trade-in. And we really try really hard. Like, everyone in our business is customer focused.
Now, here's a chart that you're probably all looking at all the time. Following the widespread reputational damage from the Financial Services Royal Commission, banks are now focused on keeping pace with developments in technology and privacy in an era of inflationary pressures and mortgage stress. It's a really tough gig being a bank. This chart shows the almost 1.5 million Australians at risk of mortgage stress. This is over here, 29.2. And in terms of numbers, that's actually higher than just before the financial crisis. So this is something that banks are having to look at every day, and it's something that we are all looking at every day. So it's just part of the extraordinary challenges that banks are facing. And essentially, though, in times of really dramatic change and chaotic times, those who win are those who understand their customers best, who actually understand what their customers' needs are and think through how they can deliver on those needs better than their competitors. So our first banking award is for Major Bank of the Year, and this year's winner took 7 monthly wins out of a possible 12, and tonight receives its 10th consecutive Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Major Bank of the Year. And the winner is... which bank? Is that a clue? The Commonwealth Bank. To collect the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award, we have Natalie Morgan.
Having worked in a customer-facing role now through, direct interactions and from a leadership perspective for over 15 years, I couldn't be more prouder to win this award, and to have won it in 10 consecutive years is amazing. I know that what we do in the front line is supported by a whole team of people in the organisation to have our customers be able to give us this positive feedback. And I think that in the current times we have with cost of living, with scams being so prevalent, for our customers to say that we're supporting them through these times is amazing. And the technology and the innovation that we're bringing to our customers, I think at the moment is absolutely second to none.
And now the overall Bank of the Year. Look at this packed field. Mutual banks, majors, foreign-owned banks, all sorts of specialists, they're all in the running. And among the monthly winners during the year were Beyond Bank, Bank First and Teachers Mutual Bank. But the ultimate winner swept up 6 of the 12 monthly awards. So the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for the Bank of the Year goes to Beyond Bank. To collect the award, we have Tony Moore.
Thank you very much. Look, our strategy is all about being the best relationship bank in the world. It's around customer affinity, it's around community affinity, and this award just reinforces the fact that we're actually getting that right and that our customers are seeing the outcome. So on behalf of our 600 odd staff who deliver this experience, thank you very much to our customers.
So now on to the insurance categories. With the rise of online comparison websites, makes it so easy for consumers to shop around and just look at prices. Customer churn's a constant threat to insurance companies. It's crucial, therefore, for insurers to keep their customers happy and keep them engaged and keep them satisfied. And of course, there's so many ways that if you're an insurance company, you can destroy customer satisfaction. Premiums go up. Policies seem inflexible to people, and even automatic renewals can really alienate people. On the other hand, those insurance companies that understand their customers well and work hard to continually find ways to meet their demands or their needs and to beat their expectations are the ones that will thrive. Contenders for the major general insurers include AAMI, Allianz, Apia, Budget Direct, ComInsure, GIO, NRMA, RAC, RACQ and RACV. So with 6 monthly wins, the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Major General Insurer of the Year goes to Western Australia's RAC. And to collect the award, we have Julie Garston, Senior Manager of Service Delivery.
So I'm really honoured today to be here to receive this fantastic award on behalf of RAC Insurance, a little over Old Perth over there. It's really fantastic recognition for all of our hard-working people who are dedicated to serving our members and keeping them at the heart of everything that we do, especially our frontline teams who are there every day having interactions with our members and delivering on the promises that we make when we sell the product. So that's fantastic. I'd like to also thank our members for their ongoing support. Without them, obviously, we don't exist. And also thank Roy Morgan for hosting tonight's event. So thank you very much.
Now to the General Insurer of the Year, and here we have like a Melbourne Cup field of contenders. Amid very stiff competition, the insurer whose customers most appreciated its efforts to go the extra mile, and winner of the 7 monthly awards, and winner of the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for General Insurer of the Year is Defence Service Homes Insurance. To collect the award, Wayne Terry, General Manager.
First of all, I want to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land in which we are here, pay my respects for elders past, present and emerging. I also want to pay my respects for anyone who was here today who served and their former serving members and their families. Being a government insurer, we are very different than everyone else, and everyone says that as well. But I'm absolutely proud to accept this award. Our staff have dedication and we know who we serve, and that's those who served us. So thank you very much.
Next up in this category, we have the major brands in risk and life insurance. Our top 5 include AMP, ComInsure, OnePath, MLC and Westpac. Now this is a much smaller field, but still pretty hard fought. And the winner of the major risk and life insurer of the year is ComInsure.
At AIA Australia, we have a very bold ambition. We want this country to be the healthiest and best protected country in the world. So thank you to Roy Morgan. We will definitely use the Roy Morgan survey results to share that message and to inspire people to take control of their health and their protection. There are 2,000 of us in the business. We work in life insurance, health insurance and wellbeing, and we like to describe ourselves as the army of mad. We make a difference every day. Thank you.
Next, to the very competitive private health insurance sector. Now, private health insurance operates in the most trusted professional ecosystem of all. doctors, nurses and pharmacists. Now, these people are always at the top of our ladder when we measure trust, or we measure most trusted professions since the 70s. You've always got these health professionals at the top of the ladder. And so the health insurance sector is operating there, and it's quite a tricky thing because, you know, if something goes wrong with a claim or whatever, do you think they blame the doctor that they adore or the hospital? It'll always come back to the health insurance company. And the industry is a bit complicated. It comprises restricted funds, that's not-for-profit or member-owned funds, retail funds, and there are really major players and small niche players. It's complicated. So let's start with the major private health insurer of the year award in the not-for-profit or the restricted group. And the contenders are these ones. We have Defence Health, GMHBA, HBF, HCF and Teachers Health. And with 11 monthly wins, the clear winner is Teachers Health. And they're here tonight, Reshma Joseph and Eden Tierney.
What an awesome achievement. For those of you that don't know us, Teachers Health, we're a private health fund, cover the lives of over 188,000 memberships that we have. And as you said, it's a very complex field. We thank our members very much, and I think our over 96% retention rate really shows that our members like us and stay with us over that time.
Our operations teams and membership and claims consistently strives to educate, inform, assist and support our members as they navigate the complexities of private health insurance. We're immensely grateful to our teams and the single-minded focus of delivering value and service to our members every single day.
Next we have Major Retail Private Health Insurer of the Year. Private Health Insurer of the Year. This is another area where those doing well are working really hard to make their customers happy. And no one's doing that better than the winner, who is AHM, your Major Retail Private Health Insurer of the Year. To accept the award, we have Laura Kroll.
So at AHM, we're all about creating simplicity and affordability for our members every single day without ever compromising on quality. Everyone's super passionate about that at AHM. It's our quest. It's what everyone comes to work for every day. And it's so incredibly rewarding to see that we get recognised for this by our customers month after month, but also year after year, because the fourth consecutive year that we've won this award. So it only makes us try harder, and we're incredibly grateful. Thank you.
So finally, we look for a winner among private health insurers of all sizes in a really crowded market that you can see here and a highly competitive field. 5 funds, Teachers Health, Defence Health, West Fund, TUH and St Luke's, achieved monthly wins. They each got at least one win out of the 12 months. In the end, one private health insurer came out on top. So the winner of the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Private Health Insurer of the Year is Teachers Union Health Fund.
We are very proud to win this. We're also a teachers fund, except we're from Queensland. The other one's based in New South Wales, so we've got a kind of a state of origin thing happening. So we're very competitive. We are incredibly member focused. For us, it's all about relationships, not transactions. And that's the heart. The members are the heart of everything we do, so we're very proud to win this award. Thank you.
Now on to superannuation. While managing regulatory scrutiny, legislative changes and constant media attention, Australia's super system continues to deliver pretty strong outcomes for members, and there are assets totalling close to 3.5 trillion. That's a lot of dollars. This has matured into one of the most highly regarded retirement systems anywhere in the world. But no one aspiring to a leading position in this sector can rest on their laurels. Our superannuation customer satisfaction ratings for the 6 months to July 2023 show industry satisfaction at 65%. That's tipping down in the last 6 months, down 7 points from the record high of 72% recorded 18 months ago. So it's, as you think about it, this industry is not just about doing things and being satisfying. There's a very strong fundamental financial underpinning to it. Before we look then at the winners, it's important to point out that there are industry funds and there are retail funds. Our first award is industry funds and the final two are retail funds. In the award category for Major Industry Superannuation Fund of the Year, the contenders are Australian Super, Australian Retirement Trust, Aware Super, Hester, Host Plus and Rest Super. And the winner with 9 months in the top spot is Australian Super. So we have James Buckley here to accept the award.
We've got a great voice of customer program which really drives those member insights, and that's working really well. And to our credo of members first and a continuous delivery program we have, we really try to deliver on our pledge to deliver on the members' best retirement outcome. So hopefully we can continue that.
Now we look at industry funds of all sizes, and in this award category I'm delighted to announce that the industry super fund that took out 11 of 12 monthly wins, and our winner back in both 2020 and 2019 is UniSuper. So to collect the award, please join me in welcoming Melanie Lewis.
To give you a bit of a background for UniSuper, we were funded 40 years ago by the higher education sector, and when we established that, it was all about keeping it really personal. We've got a wonderful team that provide that service when we're breaking down what is complex, which is actually simple. And that simple is that we want to make sure all of our members achieve their retirement goals and actually achieve those things that they want to do in retirement. So thank you.
And now for the two Retail Super Fund awards. First, the award for the Major Retail Superannuation Fund of the Year, and that goes to OnePath. Our heartiest congratulations to OnePath for not only winning the Major Retail Superannuation Fund of the Year, but also the Retail Super Fund of the Year. And that means that when you throw any of the retail super funds in, you still come out on top. So congratulations, well done.
As you would have seen from a number of the graphs, superannuation industry is very competitive and very challenging in terms of getting the best outcome for members. So in accepting this award, I'm really accepting it on behalf of our client first operations and member servicing teams. It's really their focus and dedication to our members that has been acknowledged by our members and won us this award.
Now to retail. Now it's important when we think about retail, or in fact any of these areas, we're not talking about the slickest service, we're not talking about luxury, we're not talking about those things, we're talking about those organisations that understand their customers, that understand their particular customers, what they want, what they value, what they don't want, and providing them with the service and the support or whatever it is they want really well. So this isn't necessarily going to be, the slickest group or whatever. It's the ones that get their customers. So just prior to COVID, our Roy Morgan data scientists set up our always-on retail sales projection engine. Doesn't that sound incredible? And so this engine was going to predict sales into the future. It was going to be always on, and we would know exactly what was going to happen. We understood all of the relationships. COVID challenged the data science algorithms. So as all the traditional relationships between things like unemployment, consumer confidence, spending, saving, holidaying, nesting. We had all of that nailed. But all of those things changed. They just went crazy during COVID. So it was a really challenging time for our data scientists. And I have to say, every time I looked at the numbers, I'd go, really? Like, how can we know? But I have to say, our recent official Roy Morgan forecast for July 2023 gave retail sales of $35.28 billion, and that was within 0.3% of the final official figure. How good is that? So how happy are we? We've navigated this kind of complex world, and we're now able to understand and do these kinds of ongoing predictions, which is really interesting. So it's not only Roy Morgan that knows this, but everybody knows that retail experienced a post-COVID resurgence, but is now facing really, really steep challenges as Australians grapple with not only mortgage stress, as we saw a little while ago, there's cost of living pressures, low consumer confidence, and all that's beginning to be reflected in retail spending. Brick and mortar stores have had to adapt to our changed pandemic online shopping habits. So many people think that what happened during the pandemic is that everything in terms of the online space kind of jumped ahead 5 years, even 10 years. It just happened almost overnight. That happened to us, but in terms of retail, definitely. And so rise of omni-channel's been gaining traction across big players. So let's look at what our data shows in that space. All the retail categories have grown in the percentage of Australians shopping online in an average month since COVID. Every one of them. It's really extraordinary. Fashion is the biggest category. So you see the green line is the online. It's just skyrocketed. Followed by electronics, and despite its small size, beauty has grown by a whopping 348%. It's amazing, people buying all sorts of beauty, cosmetics and skincare and things like that online. And of course, satisfying customers online is a really different thing than satisfying customers IRL or in real life. I love being cool enough to know what IRL means. So to our first award in the retail category, Auto Store of the Year. This very specialised category is a 4-horse race, Autobarn, Repco, Super Cheap Auto, and the new addition, Auto Pro. And the winner for 10 of the 12 months, ensuring its victory as Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award winner for Auto Store of the Year, is Super Cheap Auto.
Yeah, thank you. We have 4,500 team members out on the front line making it super for our customers every day. And anyone who read our recent annual report would have seen our customers have never been more satisfied than what they were in the last 12 months.
Now to what's always one of our most hard-fought categories, chemists and pharmacies. That said, one brand stood head and shoulders above the rest, having cracked the right formula to consistently satisfy more than 90% of its customers. With 11 monthly wins in hand, the winner of Pharmacy of the Year is Chemist Warehouse. And to collect the award, Travis Hughes, please welcome him.
I'm really grateful to be here to acknowledge and accept this on behalf of Chemist Warehouse. We have 20,000 retail warriors, and they're our dream team, the people make the action work. Pharmacy and groceries going through a hardship during COVID because we didn't shut down, and a lot of staff have done a lot of hard work. So this award is pure acknowledgement for our 20,000 retail warriors, so thank you.
Next to Coffee Shop of the Year, and we don't have, unfortunately, the little local coffee shop near you that isn't part of a chain, just because we don't, in a national survey, find enough people who've been there. But what we do have is this list of coffee shops, and one brand won a very impressive 7 months of the year. So the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Coffee Shop of the Year goes to Muffin Break. So we have Nina Cosgrove, General Manager of Operations, here to accept the award.
Thank you, Roy Morgan, and welcome everyone here tonight. I want to just say this is on behalf of our 168 franchisees who strive in their businesses every single day to deliver the best possible customer service experience. It's really hard to get that cup of coffee right every single time, and obviously we're doing a pretty good job. This is our third win, so proud, and hopefully I'll join all of you for win number 4 next year. Thanks very much.
Department Store of the Year, the long-time heavy hitters of Australian retail, Myer and David Jones, who continue to adapt and evolve in these incredibly challenging times. Taking the title then of Department Store of the Year in the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Awards is Myer. To receive the award, please welcome Cameron Alp.
A big thank you to our customers who have once again voted with their feet to recognise our significant efforts of our team to deliver our customer first plan and ensure that our customers are put first in everything that we do. A massive congratulations to all of our Myer team across our support office and our stores who are at the front line for everything that they do to make this possible. So thank you very much.
Now to Clothing Store of the Year. Out of a really large field spanning the huge range of upmarket and more bargain level stores, the winner performed consistently over the year, satisfying more of their customers than any other store and winning 10 out of 12 months. So the winner of the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Clothing Store of the Year is Suzanne Gray. Congratulations.
On behalf of Suzanne Gray, we'd like to thank you for this prestigious award. I think we've won this 5 times now, so we're very excited. It really is our store teams. It's their passion and drive that deliver the customer service, and they deliver it with every customer every time. So again, we thank you.
Now onto a category that just seems to get more and more competitive every year, discount department stores. With cost of living pressures, it's more important than ever to ensure customers are both satisfied and loyal. So having spent 10 months in the leading position in this category, one company stands out from the competition. And the winner of the Discount Department Store of the Year goes to, and you might be surprised, Costco. And to collect the award, please make welcome Charlie Di Pasquale.
Obviously, as you said, with the pressures of cost of living these days, it's really good that we can look after our members. We're obviously a membership-based club where people have to come and shop, pay to shop with us. So it's very important that we offer the value, the service and the quality that we profess to do. So it's really good that we won this award for the 3rd consecutive year. So thank you for having us.
Now to the discount variety store category. In the current retail market, saturated as it is, with heavy in-store markdowns, discounts, and ever-increasing online offerings, discount retailers have been fighting for a competitive edge. So this company marking their 10th consecutive win since 2013, the winner of the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Discount Variety Store of the Year goes to the Reject Shop. Well done. To collect the award, we have Andrew Stein, Chief Customer Officer.
We couldn't do this without our 4,000 store team members, and especially, of course, our customers who save money with us every single time they shop. And over the course of a year, that's hundreds of dollars. And right now, it means a lot.
And now to the major furniture electrical store of the year, furniture or electrical store of the year. The contenders in this category are The Good Guys, Harvey Norman, IKEA and JB Hi-Fi. And the winner here for the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for major furniture or electrical store of the year for the 3rd year in a row is JB Hi-Fi. And to add even more glory in the larger field of electrical furniture stores, even when we add all of the smaller stores in, JB Hi-Fi still takes the prize. So to collect the awards, two of them, please join me in welcoming Emma Kneva, General Manager of Marketing.
JB, you've done it again. I know. Thank you to Roy Morgan for continuing to give customers a voice. It's crucial in our environment to hear what customers are saying and not just when we ask them. It's a pleasure to be in the same room as so many retailers and service providers who are customer-centric. It's at the heart of what we do. Being recognised by customers by way of this award motivates us to keep doing what we do. And it's a tribute to our almost 9,500 team members in our stores who are the cornerstone of being able to achieve such high levels of ongoing customer satisfaction. And this one, both of them, are for them.
Now it's tool time as we move on to the Hardware Store of the Year category. I left that in. Of the 4 contenders, one was a consistent cut above the rest, winning the monthly award 12 times every month. It's also consistently in the top 3 most trusted brands in the Roy Morgan Risk Report. So winner of the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Hardware Store of the Year is, you guessed it, Bunnings. So to collect the award, we have Sarah Jane Finlayson.
Our team is the heart and soul of our business, and in the most recent years, our store teams, they've been mentioned by other retailers today, our store teams have been the cornerstone of how we've driven our business forward. They are relentless at being helpful. Customer satisfaction is all about the hard work that our team do every single day. And this award and our thanks really goes to them. We're also very grateful of all our customers. I know you're all in the room today, so you can give yourselves a hand of applause for continuing to choose Bunnings. So thank you.
Now we come to Liquor Store of the Year. And obviously, as we saw in the very first graph, everyone loves their liquor store. But overall, the country's liquor retailers are doing an excellent job of keeping their customers happy, with most achieving satisfaction scores in the high 80s or 90s. But there has to be a winner, and the toast of the town, with 7 strong monthly wins, is Dan Murphy's. Congratulations. Please welcome Bree Miller, Marketing Manager.
The entire team at Dan Murphy's is like one big family, and we always make a conscious effort to carry that through to the shopping experience, and we hope that our customers really feel that sense of community in store and when they shop. Whether it's picking the perfect Pinot for dinner at home or helping our customers plan for their wedding, we're always offering our expertise as well as our value and discovery. This award means a lot to our teams, and it's a great reflection of all of our combined efforts at Dan Murphy's, so thank you, and also a massive thank you to Roy Morgans for hosting this afternoon.
So let's step into the next category, Shoe Store of the Year. This time around, the annual winner was never really in doubt, showing the customer satisfaction prowess with the total of 11 monthly wins. So the Shoe Store of the Year winner is Skechers. Please join me in welcoming Adam Rudsey, General Manager of People and CX.
But on behalf of our Group CEO, Daniel Agostinelli, and our Divisional CEO for Skechers, Matt Habgood, and the entire team at Accent Group, we are absolutely delighted for Skechers to be awarded the Roy Morgan Shoe Store of the Year for 2022. Next Thursday, Accent Group will open our 800th store across Australia and New Zealand. 150 of those are Skechers, and this would not be possible without our customers and our teams. All of our respective brands pride themselves on being customer obsessed and providing our customers with the best possible experience in our stores. So to be recognised by Roy Morgan for this award is a true testament to the focus and hard work our teams put in each and every day. A huge thank you to Roy Morgan for recognising our business for this award. Skechers is such an iconic and aspirational brand, and one that we at Accent love dearly. So it's wonderful to receive such a highly regarded accolade as this. And again, we're very, very proud. So thank you all, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Our final award in this retail category is Sports Store of the Year. For a remarkable 8th consecutive year, the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Sports Store of the Year goes to Rebel. And to collect the award, please make welcome Philip Grillo.
8 years in a row is something pretty special. But for us, the special part is our 6,000 strong team members who do their best every single day to support our customers. Our vision at Rebel is to aspire all Australians to live their sporting dreams and passions, and this award really validates that vision is working. So a big thank you to all those customers, a big thank you to our team.
It's time for quick service restaurants. Entrants in this category are having to evolve to meet the broadening tastes of their customers and, of course, the changed expectations about service and delivery. Things like home-delivered KFC. Who'd have thought we'd see that? And, of course, in many cases, the delivery options have been completely changed by the introduction of services like Deliveroo, Uber Eats and Menulog. It's a bit like the whole online thing. So many people are ordering food online that would never have dreamt of doing it. This catapulting during COVID. And restaurants are still acclimatising to the growth of that delivery channel. The major quick service restaurant of the year contenders are Domino's Pizza, Hungry Jack's, KFC, McDonald's and Subway. Pleasing their customers with fast and fresh sandwiches, that's a clue. For the 4th year in a row, the winner of the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Quick Service Restaurant of the Year is Subway. To collect the award, please join me in welcoming Byron White, Melbourne Director of Franchise Performance.
This isn't really an award for us, it's an award for, as many have said in the retail, our franchisees and their teams. We've got over 700 franchisees in Australia and over 25,000 sandwich artists. So to have it for the 4th year in a row through those COVID years where we really were tested and tried and we stayed open as well, it's really a testament to them.
Australians are returning to domestic and international travel in droves. So, spending less in retail, spending in droves. And they're spending lots doing it. Roy Morgan and the National Visitor Survey can reveal that Australians spent $30 billion more on trips in the year to June 23 compared to the previous year. It's huge dollars, travel and tourism. Now, most of us, we look at airlines, and most of us have been on an international flight that fell short of our expectations. Most of us have some stories, whether it's delayed departure, issues with in-flight entertainment, ordinary food or lost luggage. International airlines have lots of challenges. They don't do any of those things on purpose. It's a pretty tough gig. The top contenders for the International Airline of the Year made it look easy. This is them, soaring ahead with 6 monthly wins, safely stowed in the overhead locker. Our International Airline of the Year, can I at least have some smiles? I know, there's not much more to go. Our International Airline of the Year, and a truly inspirational and aspirational airline, is Singapore Airlines. Congratulations.
Thank you, Michelle, and thank you, Roy Morgan, for this honour and privilege. Thanks to our customers who stuck by us through COVID. And most importantly, thanks to our colleagues across the 7 cities in Australia and across the world, really. They worked really hard during COVID. It was a very tough time for all of us with pay cuts and navigating through the very complex border restrictions which were imposed on us by all governments. It was particularly difficult for Australians to get home, thanks to the very unique border settings imposed by our government. But we made it through. And on behalf of Singapore Airlines, I promise that we will continue to work hard for your trust, and I look forward to welcoming you on board one of our flights soon. Thank you very much.
Our second last category for the night is one characterised by fast evolving technology, structural challenges and heightened customer expectations. We are, of course, talking about telecommunications. Penetration into the Australian telephony sector is mature and saturated. We've all got phones. We've all got mobile phones. Virtually every Australian, 14 plus, has a mobile phone, something like 97%. But looking ahead, 5G and smart products are the green shoots of organic growth in the telco sector. Apple, with their iPhone, once again won the mobile handset of the year, but was not able to be here. So we moved to the service providers in this incredibly complicated industry. So in this category, we have the Mobile Service Provider of the Year, and we all know how hotly contested this category is. We've got network providers, we've got resellers and MVNOs, that's mobile virtual network operators, who don't actually make phones, they just kind of deal with it in a virtual way. The finalist contenders from an ever-increasing field are Aussie Broadband, Woolworths Mobile and Vaya. Reflecting the competition in the market, these three all won in at least 1 month, and all had customer satisfaction in the 90s, which is pretty high. But there can only be one winner, and the overall winner of our mobile phone service provider of the year with 8 monthly wins is Vaya. Owned by a Mason. Congratulations, Vaya. To collect the award, we have Cheryl Singh, Brand and Campaign Manager from Amazon.
On behalf of the team at Vaya, we are very, very thrilled to receive this award. It's a true testament of the fantastic work done by our customer service team done in the Philippines. We pay close attention to our customer feedback and their complaints and continuously make changes and improvement to address those. And this has led us to this amazing, prestigious award that we're receiving here today.
Now to our final category and to our final award for the night. Utilities. The future challenge that energy companies face is a lot like riding a wave. They need to identify the right technology swells, they need to balance innovation and stay out in front to avoid being wiped out by a disruptive challenger. The old wave of commodity and utility has been replaced by a new wave. Being a commodity sector is hard for energy companies to delight their customers. But as the winner in this category demonstrates, keeping customers happy is essential. Before our last award, and my favourite, electricity, I'd like to advise Clean Heat, winner of the Customer Satisfaction Award for Gas Provider of the Year, is unable to be here, so we'll move straight on to electricity. So within the category of Electricity Provider of the Year, there are 16 contenders, but one charged into the lead with 10 monthly wins. So the winner of the Roy Morgan Customer Satisfaction Award for Electricity Provider of the Year is, again, Red Energy. To accept the award, please welcome Michael Exelby.
I'm delighted to collect this on behalf of really all the hardworking staff at Red Energy, dedicated, hardworking people out, not only at Cremorne, but this day and age, of course, all over sort of Eastern Australia, really. We've got people working from their spare bedrooms in Pakenham to the office in Toowoomba that Bunnings probably helped them put together, and the apartment in Glebe or wherever. But wherever they are, it's Australian people talking to Australian people, doing it in a very authentic and genuine way, and having hundreds of thousands of conversations every month. So they're the people that deserve this award, and we're delighted to get it back. We had it for 5 years, we lost it for 3. So it's fantastic to be back at the top and getting those bragging rights.
Red Energy, as I said, my favourite award, is also another customer or company that we often talk about. And it's because they've talked about the decency principle that they adopt. And I love it. I mean, there's all sorts of advice that you can give to people about how to satisfy your customers more, how to stop customers distrusting you, how to regain trust, all of these things. But Red Energy simply talk about the decency principle, and they talk about thinking, imagine that this was what you were doing was to your friend, to your wife, to your daughter, to your father, whatever, the decency principle. Every interaction, if it goes through that decency principle lens, is you'll be making the right call, and everyone in your organisation will be making the right call. So given that decency principle is what they adopt at Red Energy, it's unsurprising that they've won this customer satisfaction award. So we draw to an end. Congratulations to everyone. Congratulations to all of our winners. Achieving these high levels of customer satisfaction is no mean feat. Customers, even though we love them, aren't always easy. And many of you were up against really tough competition as well. You should feel really proud of what you've achieved. I'm proud to be in a room with so many winners. It's fantastic. Now, before we move upstairs for the big announcement of the overall winner for the year, as well as thanking you for being here and helping us celebrate, I want to thank the many people behind the scenes at Roy Morgan who make this all possible. Now, I can't thank them all personally. They probably wouldn't even fit easily into this room, but there are hundreds of interviewers, wonderful people who ask our respondents what they think about your companies and tell us. And then there's the data analysts and the data scientists and researchers who make sure we're asking the right people and that we're faithfully recording what they've said and counting and sorting and producing these reports. And then our team of customer satisfaction aficionados like Alan, who make sure that anyone who's on the list actually knows they're on the list and make sure that you come along. So there's a lot of people that go into making this event work, just like there's a lot of people at your end who make your satisfied customers a possible reality. So thank you to everyone. Okay, this is the final time I'll speak to you tonight, and this is the final award. And the overall winner, the best of the best, and the best of the best, goes to the self-proclaimed best telco you've never heard of. Fire.
Oh wow, this is amazing. Thank you to the incredible team at Roy Morgan for recognizing us. You may not have heard of us, but if you want to be with the best of the best, I have some SIM cards in my handbag.